Whenever agriculture is mentioned, many people associate it with crop farming. But you know what? When it comes to livestock farming, the opportunities for doing business are huge. And in this video, we're going to be looking at where can you, as a business person, focus on to create business opportunities within livestock farming. And livestock farming comes, we're thinking about dairy farming, we're thinking about poultry farming, beekeeping, pig keeping or pig farming, any manner of livestock that can be reared for purposes of getting into the market to make business. Let me just give a few opportunities that business people can get into as far as livestock farming is concerned and how they can make money from that. The first one is the free range farming. Free range means where you let out the animals into the open field for their own grazing, for their own feeding. And now what is happening is that the market is very ripe for naturally grown meats and other animal products, and actually they are more expensive than the ones which are made through any other process. So it is normally seen that those animals that can be allowed to just graze or feed themselves in an open space, they are healthier for the body and their products are better for the body, because remember, agriculture is about feeding, and so many more people are looking for that. So free range farming is the first one, but unfortunately this requires a lot of land, which most people may not have, and that's why it may not be the most practical when you want to do business because of such limitations. So what are the other opportunities that then are existing within the livestock farming? The first one is zero grazing, or in zero grazing is where you keep the animals within a confined space. Now that control is good enough because you're able to feed them the animals yourself and be able to control all the activities within a certain limited small space. This is very important for them that want to get into that business, but they don't have enough land where they can just allow animals to just freely graze. Now in this confined space, the farmer has to feed, has to water them, and do many other things within that confined space. But nevertheless, it is one that has been able to give a lot in terms of keeping and ensuring that the animals can be safe. The other one that can be able to fetch one quite a lot of money within that space is what we call animal fattening. And it's called the feedlot system. That's the name that I was looking for, the feedlot system. And so as a farmer, you go out there, look for those animals that are not looking very healthy or they're still very young, bring them into a space where you specifically focus on feeding them and fattening them for the market. This is normally very good for the meat. You get the animal when it is not in very good state, healthy ways, bring them into a one space where you feed them with specific nutrients and supplements so that they can become fat, gain the weight, and within a period of about 3 to 4 months, you can be able to take it into the market. I have a friend who does this actually, and they say that they buy cows from some of these lands where the feed is very limited. They buy for about as little as 10,000 shillings. They feed them over a period of like 4 months, and when they're selling them, each of them will go to about 150,000, 200,000 for the markets that they take them to. So you can see the opportunity that is out there for that. The third one is contract farming. Now in contract farming, which can also happen within the crop farming, it is where you have some specific people who want to work with farmers specifically to produce these products for them. So in this case, let's say it is poultry farming, or it is even cattle farming for specifically, let's say it's even for meat in the industry, in the market. So what will happen is that these people will come and contract you as a farmer to keep these animals or even grow these crops specifically for them. So what happens is that you keep these animals, and when they are ready for the market, the people who contracted you are the ones who come and buy it from you. So you have an assured market. So whatever you do, you know that this is going to guarantee you money come what may, so long as you follow their regulations and what is expected. And they're normally very supportive because they need you to produce what is also good for them for their market. So but the advantage for you as a business person in this space is that you're doing farming with a ready market for whatever produce or whatever you're producing to go into the market. Another very lucrative business that you can get into farming is integrated farming, and this is the kind of farming where you keep various livestock to complement one another or to produce something for it to bring out something else. Say for example, you can have that from simply for rotational purposes, where you can have maybe goats in this space, you have this in this space, so you're able to mix and you can be able to get more because now you have more variety. However, other than the variety of the animals themselves is what they produce. So you can find that you can have maybe cows for milk, cows for beef, you have poultry for eggs, you have poultry for the chicken meat. Other than the direct products from the livestock themselves is other things that can come out of it. For example, we have manure or fertilizers or natural organic fertilizers that you can produce out of that. And so all the manure that you're collecting from all the animals, put it all together or in different, or segregate per the animal, but the market is already waiting for that manure for organic farming. Others is, for example, producing biogas, which can be used for cooking in the households. So whether in your own household where you start saving so that you don't have to now buy other fuel like gas and electricity, but you can use the one that is coming from the farm. Equally, when it is a lot, you can be able to pipe it into other homes, and that way you can be able to earn something from it. The fifth business idea you can come up with is model farming. We call them agritourism farming. In this sense, what happens is that you've got your own normal farm where you've kept your animals, different maybe animals or one type of animal, but the thing is you're doing it per the standards that are required, that other people can be able now to come and learn from you, or even people coming from other places who just want to come for, like for tourism, to just see and enjoy themselves. They can come to the farm, pay you for that, and you get to make something out of it. So other people come in, even schools, other farmers, to come and learn and even enjoy themselves in the farm. You can give them some activities to do, like cooking or any other. The other good thing that happens is that they can buy your products as they visit the farm. So you can take orders directly from them. So be ready to package for them quickly, harvest and package for them so that they can go back with the produce. That's a very good source of income also. The other one is the specialized farming, or specialized farming for a specific niche. Now what happens is that there are some specific markets that are looking for specific kind of products in a certain way, whether export or local market. So when you're doing this, you know that it is just for this market. More often than not, when you're doing farming for a specific niche, the products or the harvest that you get out of it is normally expensive, because this is not just for every other person, and such people are willing to pay a premium for such kind of specific product that they're looking for. I know, for example, a farmer who does goat keeping for the milk, and because there are certain people who are looking specifically for goat milk because it seemed to be more beneficial than the dairy milk, and so for that the costs per liter for the goat milk is much higher than the dairy milk. Other specialized markets include like snail farming. Snail farming has also been used where the specific byproducts of the snails are used like to make the oil, the topical oils that we apply. Actually, it's been known that the snail oil used on our skin makes it really very smooth and very young. So it is one that people are looking for. Others will include, like we've heard of quail farming for their eggs, we've had silkworm farming, we've had beekeeping, we've had, I've mentioned goat keeping. We've also rabbit farming, because those are specific people who are looking for specific products. And so if you get into that niche, it's also good because it's normally expensive, not only to produce but also to sell the products, and people are willing to pay a premium for that. The seventh one is organic livestock farming. In this case, people are looking for animal products that are coming from animals that are not fed on any chemicals or any animal feeds that have a lot of chemicals in them. Come think about even like the free range kind of farming where animals are set free and they feed for themselves. That's the kind that is called organic farming. Organic farming is becoming a key thing because people are becoming more health conscious by the day. The eighth one is crossbreeding, or crossbreeding, where you can keep animals so that you can breed them and you get a crossbreed or hybrid. Now hybrid are normally seen to be of higher value, of higher yield, and for that case people are willing to pay for them. People are willing to buy them at a higher rate, and even including their production is much higher. Let's assume like two breeds of cows. If they come together, they're likely to produce a cow that is going to produce higher quantities of milk, which are even better quality than the two that came together. And for that, that means then the market is ready more for higher quality milk, and you have more production, more yield. That means you can sell more in the market and make more money out of it. The ninth one is what we call the Silvopasture. In this case, the animals are bred in the midst of trees and other shrubs. So this is complementary of each other, because the animal waste can be used as manure, or even as they graze around, as their waste becomes manure for this. So it's a double source of income for you as a business farmer. So you're able to get now the goats, the cows, the chicken, and any other animal, and their products together with the products of those trees and the shrubs. And the last one is the smart barns. This is where you use technology to be able to check, or rather do farming check on the animals using technology. It's a little bit complicated, but you need to visit a few maybe farms here and there that are using it and see how they're increasing their yield and how they're able to do and take control of many aspects of farming using technology. That way they have less diseases, they have less issues to deal with as far as the animals are concerned, and equally the production is also much higher because they deal with data that is readily available and make decisions quickly and take actions quickly to be able to get what they need out of this and get into the market. I hope you take your time to do some bit of research to find out what areas you can come in, what you need to do, and how you can do it for the good of your farm and for the good of your business. Thank you.